Hey, thank you so much for coming to Buena Note, the home of Rudy Blair Entertainment Media. This is where we do all our celebrity interviews, and now you're part of that family. First, I have to ask you, because it is January, how were your holidays?
They were really good. I mostly just stayed home and enjoyed it with my grandma and my dog.
Oh, that's so nice. And also, you're sort of giving us a little present from the holidays because you have a new EP, you got a new single. Congratulations on the music career.
Thank you so much. Yes, I just wrapped up my first EP, and it has about 7 songs. And then we just released my new single, Classic Audrey Girl.
Oh my goodness. And you've been working with somebody too, somebody who has been a major force for the last couple of years, Mr. PJ, correct?
Yes, it was really nice to get to work with him. I reached out to him, and I really like how he sounds when he raps. And so I had him on a couple of verses on my song. It was really nice.
How did you hook up with Peter Jackson? I mean, like I said, he's a busy guy. He's touring. He's always doing a lot of shows. How did you guys get together?
Yeah, so I went to one of his behind the scenes working on his EP, and that was pretty much when I kind of gave him my card and just said we should work together. And then he reached out a couple days later, and we put it together.
Okay, well, look, I want to talk a little bit more about the EP, and I want to talk about the new single, but I also want to talk about the fact that you are in this music business, Canadian music business, future star. How did this all start for you? Why the music industry?
Well, I started very young, obviously with musical theater and little performing at weddings and things like that. But after high school, I started looking for a music producer, and I was just so passionate, and that's how I met my first producer, and then we really started writing my own original music and sending it out to radio, and then it just kind of started to grow from there.
Okay, but what's your style of music? What would you call it?
I'm pop now, yes.
Okay, pop. You say now.
Yes.
This is what I want to get into. What were you doing before?
So I love music so much that I just I get into these little phases, and I think throughout my career I'm going to change a lot. But I started with like a pop rock, so like Avril Lavigne or Katy Perry, and then I went to more of a pop country, so like Taylor Swift, and then now I'm back to pretty much basic pop, like what you hear on the radio right now. But I think in the future, obviously, I will definitely do different versions of pop, like pop country, pop rock.
But it sounds like there's something that's connecting all this. I mean, there's one thing about a sound, but there's another thing in telling stories and storylines, and it sounds like that's what's really important to you.
Yeah, it is, and that's part of the reason why whenever I write a song, it always has a different feel. And that's one of my favorite things about music is writing songs, because it's so powerful to tell stories. Like you feel so touched, it gives you goosebumps, especially when you hear it turned into a song. That's pretty much why I became a singer.
Where are some of the places that you've already had a chance to perform?
I perform at different venues in Toronto, so the Opera House, the Cool House, Elmo Cambo. Yeah, just lots of different venues. I was opening up for different artists as well.
What is it like, though, when growing up and, too young to go into these places, but knowing that these places are all iconic, and then, boom, suddenly you are on that stage, you're performing, and now you are part of that history?
It's really exciting, honestly. I've been to so many concerts when I was younger, and I always saw these singers on stage and just knew that I wanted to be up there, and it's really, really, I'm really lucky to be able to do it.
You've been able to accomplish so much in your career, and now that there's that movement that's been going on with women having to deal with, if you want to call it menopower, people who have been abusing the system. You've had a situation like that happen to you recently, too. Do you mind talking about that?
Yeah, sure. Basically, in 2014, I was looking for investors, and I wrote to like a bunch of different ones, kind of sent my proposal and everything for music. And I met one of them, and everything seemed to be going okay, except for that he started to sexually harass me. And I was really young and very turned off by this. And unfortunately, he refused to provide a balance for a music video that was coming up in a very short time frame. And it just unraveled into a huge kind of catastrophe, and basically I ended up actually taking him to court, and I won. And I think it's just important for girls to really stand up for themselves, and this is what I really stand for, even on my social media, like social justice for women. And I hope that women will be strong and always stand up for themselves.
Did that surprise you? I mean, you have these images and what you think the music business is going to be like. No, nobody thinks it's going to be easy. But then when you have something like this happen, did that surprise you? And did it surprise yourself and how you were able to handle this situation?
I've been told, like, from a very young age that the music industry is full of, like, you got to be careful. But I don't think you think, like, yeah, they're just saying that and things like that. You don't think it's going to happen to you. But then when it does, you realize how easy it is for girls to be taken advantage of.
Did this help strengthen your commitment to this business, having a situation like this happen?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are surprised because they say that like I have a lot of resilience. It actually any kind of thing that kind of is difficult for me or like a barrier. For some reason, I might be sad about it for a few days, but then I'll come back even stronger and I'm more motivated.
Is this what this EP kind of represents for you now?
Yeah, there's 2 really strong songs on it. So Princess is a song about my struggles throughout the past few years with different issues, and then Poisonous is another bold song, which is about staying strong.
Now, I want to go back again. The name of the EP is?
Jade.
Jade. Is that the way you want to introduce yourself to the world through this EP and through this music?
Yeah, because the EP really represents who I am, and so yeah, I think that it's a great title, like as an introduction.
Now, what's the lead single of it?
The first single,
The single that we have out now, because you said there's a new single out right now.
that single actually isn't on the EP. Yeah.
Okay, so we got a bonus single here.
Yeah, we kind of jumped ahead, but that will be on the Jade Extended Edition Metamorphosis coming out.
Okay, so let's make sure we got this correct now. We got an EP. When is that EP going to come out, do we think?
The EP Jade is out already. The EP Jade Metamorphosis will be out in a few months. I believe it's April, and that will have classic Audrey Girl as well as 2 other bonus tracks.
Okay, and now I want to make sure that I've got it clear. The new single that we have right now is called?
Classic Audrey Girl by me, and then Peter Jackson is featured on it, and you can request it on radio. It's out right now.
What's the song about?
This song is about my love of old Hollywood movies. So I really love like black and white movies and like Doris Day, Audrey Hepburn. I can't think of them right now, but there's so many old Hollywood actresses that I love, and I just love the movies because, like, for example, the mysteries, they're super like dramatic, and the comedies are really nice. So I've always been inspired by the costumes and wardrobe as well. I look at like Katy Perry's music video "Thinking of You," and that's like my dream because her makeup and wardrobe is like perfect for that time. But so the song is just about kind of Audrey Hepburn, how she's always so coy, and it's based on the movie Sabrina. So if you've seen the movie, then you would know what the song is about.
Have we done the video yet?
No, I've shot some scenes, but we still have to finish up.
Can you give us a hint? Is it going to be like this dream, the old style kind of?
Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, we have some nice old Hollywood scenes in there.
Any chance you're going to get into acting?
I would like to one day. It's always been something nice. I see like a lot of singers that I like, Christina Aguilera and different ones getting to do it later on in their career, and I would love to.
Okay, well, in the meantime, though, with the EPs, new single, what are the chances that we're going to get to see you performing around Toronto or anywhere across Canada?
Yeah, so basically we were really focused on the music for now and getting it on radio. But you can expect me to perform this spring. I'll be heading out like being like as an opening act for different artists. So I'll always keep fans posted on my website.
Looking forward to that. Before you go, though, first, website, Twitter, all that stuff, where we go, social media to follow you.
Yeah, so at Jade Naraine for pretty much everything, and my website is www.jadenaraine.com.
And the other last question for folks who may be going through that same type of situation that you went through, what advice could you give them?
Just always stay strong, and just you have to stand up for yourself. There's so many things going on in the world, even in people of authority and men and just anyone where they don't they think that you're kind of not going to stand up for yourself and they can walk over you, and it does surprise them that when you do, and you're only getting closer to really making changes by standing up.
Thank you so much for the interview. Thank you so much for the music. Cannot wait. We got to do another interview later on, okay? Because 2018 sounds like you're going to be rocking it right through.
Yes, thank you so much.